Yes, you are.
And Becca said as we're walking the car, she was like, every single teenage girl that went past us would look down at me and like hug on him, or like she was like, every guy went past was like, Dan the man, Dan the man, Dan the man, because every single girl was like, Dan, hey Dan, are you staying for the little game, Dan? So he loved it. Yeah.
It was so bad. It was my son's birthday, and I was like, "Don't you want to go to the game, man? Let's think about the dinner." He's like, "No, I don't want to go to the game."
Well, then I could Morgan Prof since
Freshman girls fight nothing.
well, I heard allegedly someone pulled a gun, but I never.
Just one.
Yeah, we were there. So we. Oh my God, everyone's okay, and I'm like, yeah, I've been homeless since like 8. It's like fine.
Could be by
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll call to order the 7th, 2020 Council of City of Springdale. I would ask that you rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. And Mr. Hawkins, you do roll call.
Mr. Anderson,
Present.
Ms. Gantos, here. Mr. Hawkins, Mr. Jacobs,
Present.
Mr. Ramirez,
Present.
Mr. Vano.
Minutes this evening, so we'll catch the next session. Mr. Hawkins, presentations this evening.
I
All right. Good answer. Or for communications from the audience, anybody in the audience like to address council? Second call. We'll close communications from the audience. At this point, we'll move to ordinances resolutions. First off this evening, we have ordinance number 28, 2022. It is a first reading, so Mr. Hawkins, when you're ready.
Ordinance number 22, an ordinance amending chapter 3 of the codified ordinances of the City of Springdale, Ohio, relating to the operation of peer-to-peer programs in the City of Springdale. Whereas Ohio Revised Code, Chapter 45, regulations regarding peer-to-peer car-sharing programs, and whereas the City of Springdale seeks to adopt the operation of peer-to-peer car in the city. Be it ordained by the Springdale, 2 concurring. Section 1, Chapter 15 Ordinances of the City of Springdale as provided. That's Exhibit A. Reference. Section 2 finds and determines that all formal actions relative to the passage of this legislation were taken in an open meeting of this council, and that all deliberations of this council and of its committees, if any, which resulted in formal action were taken in meetings open to the public in full compliance with the applicable legal requirements, including Section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 3, this ordinance shall on the earliest date allowed.
All right, council, we've heard the reading of ordinance number 20. First reading this evening. We have a schedule for 21st of. Do we have any? All right. All right, next up, Mr. Hall, ordinance number 2022. Likewise, this is another first reading, so when you're ready.
Ordinance number 29, 2022. An ordinance approving a major modification to the Springdale Commerce Park Plan Unit Development for the property located at 1145 Strategic Parkway. Whereas the Council of the City of Springdale, Ohio, has previously approved the Springdale Commerce Park Plan Unit Development, and whereas the applicant has submitted to the PUD located at 1145 Strategic Park, allowing for a modification to be made to the of Building 3 of Sugar Right, which manufactures liquid sugar. And whereas at its meeting of August 9th, 2022, the Planning Commission recommended modification, and where a public hearing was held by council on September 7th, pursuant to the requirements of the zoning code. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the City of Springdale, Ohio, members elected thereto concurring. Section 1, the major modification to Springdale Commerce Park PUD associated with the modification to the on the east, which has been reviewed by the Planning Commission in accordance with the attached Exhibit A, herein by reference, approved, subject to the conditions of the plan. Section 2, that all relative to the passage of this taken in an open, all deliberations of this council and of its resulted in formal action were taken in meetings open to the public in full compliance with the applicable legal requirements, including Section 122 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 3, the Finance Director is hereby authorized and directed to notify the applicant of council's action. Section 4, that this ordinance shall be effective from and after the earliest period allowed by law.
Okay, likewise, as earlier stated, this is a first reading on ordinance number 29. We again have a public hearing scheduled for the September 21st. Do we have any this evening? All right, well, with that, we'll move to old business. Is there any old business to bring before council this evening? New business? Cup?
Thank you, Mr. President. Pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 123, to consult with legal imminent litigation.
We have a motion, a second. All right, Ms. Council to go into executive session.
Aye.
Mr.
Aye.
Ms. Gantos?
Aye.
Mr. Jacobs?
Aye.
Mr. Hawkins? Aye. Mr. Vanover?
Aye. With that, council will retire to executive session. Administration will anticipate